Hi, Ash. So 2 wins today in singles and doubles. How are you feeling? I imagine pretty good, but I'd rather hear it in your own words.
Yeah, no, I do feel good. It's nice to kind of be busy in the week. Certainly nicer to be playing than it is to be practicing. So it's been a really positive week.
After the 7th game, you asked for your coach, and then you broke her. Was there a link between that? Was that when you asked your coach, was there questions about her serve and how to handle that, or was it any other thing?
Oh, I think there's definitely a link. I've got a bloody good coach, and no, I think I just needed a little bit of reassurance, and to sort of be able to talk to him about how I was feeling and get his opinion as well. But absolutely, there was a link.
We'll have to wait, but maybe you will be against Simona Halep. Are you excited by the idea to go with her?
Yeah, I think tonight's match will be a great match. Obviously, I've played against Garcia a few times, and I mean in juniors as well, but probably most recently in Wuhan, I think. And that was a great match, and I think tonight that match will be a pretty good level. Both players are very strong physically and will want to turn it into a physical battle. So I think it'll be nice to be able to sit down and watch that one, and excited to see who I play, no matter who it is.
I'm just curious. You took some time off 3 years ago to play cricket. Can you talk a little bit about that and why you decided to come back to tennis?
Yeah, I think my reasons for taking time off are pretty well documented, as is my sort of cricket story, I suppose. But no, I felt like it was a gradual progression for me to come back and play tennis, and I feel like this is where I belong.
Did you have any difficulty getting back into it? It looks like you got your ranking up pretty quick. And
yeah, it was really challenging. The first year, I think it was 2016, struggled with injuries, getting my body right, actually being able to go out and play matches. But I feel great. I feel probably as best I ever have on and off the court, and no doubt that they're helping each other.
Ashleigh, you've had great result recently on grass. How happy are you about the transition to hard court?
Yeah, the grass season's very short. I certainly love it, but it is very short, and it's always exciting coming over here to the American summer. It's obviously winter at home, so it's a little bit chilly, and it's nice to come over here. And I love the courts, I love the conditions, and I feel like this is potentially always a good time of year for me.
In that sense, making the transition, I guess you're happy to play both single and doubles this week with great success? Yeah,
I think it's a little bit of a double-edged sword sometimes. A catch-22, you want to play as many matches as you can to get used to the conditions, and obviously if you don't do so well in singles, it's always nice to be able to go out and play a doubles match. But then in the same breath, it's always nice to be very busy playing both singles and doubles deep into tournaments.
Unless I'm mistaken, I think this is going to be your 4th semifinal this year at a tournament. How do you sum up your year so far with those results?
I think it's been really consistent. That was kind of the goal for me, was to keep that consistency and that good level of tennis, to cement my spot in the top 20. And I feel like I've done that pretty well this year. Haven't had too many tournaments where it's been really disappointing. Yes, there are matches that I'd love to have back. There are moments that I'd love to have back, but we learn from those, we move on, and most of the time come out better for it in the end.
At 22, you're still pretty young, and it seems that you have new fans everywhere you go. Do you feel like that, or not really?
Yeah, the coverage that we get all around the world is phenomenal. The fans are amazing. Obviously, we're a global sport. We play in different countries most weeks, and to be able to have these crowds, the fan base following, it's amazing. Oh no.
Just with the hard court season starting here and to be able to get to a semifinal at this event, what kind of message do you think that sends to the rest of the field?
To be honest, I don't really care. I think this is what we want to come in and do. We're worried about me, and selfishly, my team and I are only concerned about what I'm doing. We're trying to prepare as best that we can for the US Open, but in my eyes, it's also very important. Every single tournament has. I mean, I do want to do well in every single tournament that I play, regardless of whether it's here in my first tournament or at the US Open come the end of the season.
So you had a really good result at Wimbledon in the grass court season. How did you spend the few weeks between Wimbledon and here?
Yeah, I think, Wimbledon was successful but disappointing in the same breath. And it was really nice for me to go home. I had just over 2 weeks of no tennis, actually, which was really nice. And then hit for about 10 days before I came over here. So it was a nice break, but nice to be at home, just cruising with my family, seeing them after I was away for 2.5 months.
You talk about the Open and players. Obviously, this is part of the build-up to the Open, the start of the U.S. Open series. Is there such a thing as peaking too soon? Do you worry about that? Is that a real thing?
I don't think so. No, I think obviously I'm trying to do the best that I can in this tournament, and I would love to peak at the right time for this tournament, and then freshen up, get ready for the next one and the next one after that.
Thank you.
Cool. Thank you, guys.